Christmas time means Struffoli season. It's my family tradition every year, so let's make them together. This is very similar to making fresh pasta. Here I have double O flour that I've sifted. I'm going to make a well in the center, add in my eggs, my sugar, and the zest of 1 lemon. Start mixing with a fork until you can't mix anymore, and then you go in with your hands. You can also do this in a stand mixer. I was taught by hand, so I just make it by hand every year. This is a tradition for many families who sit together around the kitchen table and roll these Struffoli balls together. And all the yelling that happens when you roll them too big, or too small, or too lumpy. But my family actually doesn't roll them at all because they puff up in the oil anyway. But somehow I still get yelled at for making them too big or too small. But I don't mind because my mom can yell at me for the next 100 years. Here I've blanched my almonds and peeled the skin off. I'm going to cut off a piece of the dough and roll it out. If it's fighting you, give it a rest and then roll again. Now the size of the Struffoli are completely up to you. You can make these ropes as thick or as thin as you like. Here I have all my pieces. Like I said, we don't roll them. We just put them right in the oil and they puff up. But if you prefer to roll them, you would do that right before you put them in the oil. Once they're golden brown, scoop them out, shake off the oil, and place them on paper towels. Now it's time to make the honey mixture. To a pot, I add honey and cinnamon, and I'm going to cook that for a few minutes until the honey darkens in color and you can smell the cinnamon. Into a large bowl, add the Struffoli, the blanched almonds, and the peel of 1 mandarin. Pour in the warm honey and give it a good mix and make sure that everything is coated. You want to work fast because this gets really sticky really fast. Now it's time to make the signature wreath shape. Place a glass in the center of a pretty dish, and then just scoop the Struffoli around the glass. This will help you keep the hole in the center. Then with oiled hands, so they don't stick to you, you form the wreath and kind of squeeze them together. And of course, top with lots of Nonpareil sprinkles. Growing up, this was on everyone's Christmas table, in my family, and all of our paesani. I didn't love it as a child, but it is tradition, and I carry that on with my children. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more of my holiday recipes. Buon Natale, everyone.